In this tutorial, I'll show you how to build irrigation systems named Taftafot, which is a patent that was invented in Israel many years ago, and it is used all around the world for many years. The system consists of a black pipe, very low diameter, which has pores along the pipe, and through those pores water is being irrigated like one drop every few seconds. This saves lots of water in places that water is scarce or very expensive or does not exist in the area. So what we need to do to build it is two things. We need a shape, which I already created, that we will use ForestPack to spread along it the plants that we want. And I have from Max-Tree library that I have small plants, small flowers, but you can use anything you want. So this shape, which we will build the pipe on top, is very regular, and this is not the case in the reality, so we'll need to make it a bit randomly placed or modified. So to do that, first I'll show you that I only have vertices on the extreme ends and the curves on the pipe. So what we'll do first, we'll use two modifiers. The first is a normalized spline, which is this one. Now you don't see anything, but if I add another modifier, the edit spline, and I select the vertex mode, you'll see that I have added more nodes, more vertices. So now to make it random, I'll apply a noise modifier, and we'll play with the values a bit. So I scale to 50, I use the fractal, and I play with the values in X, Y, and Z, maybe less in Z or Z if you wish. And this is the, the shape. Now, along the shape, I will use the ForestPack, but I cannot use the same shape for the pipe 3D. So what I'll do, I'll Control V, I instance it, actually I'll clone it, but as a reference. Instance will force the same spline, so if I add a certain modifier to one, it will exist or appear on and in the second shape. What I want to do is apply certain modifiers on both, but a different one on the second, sorry, which will be the sweep modifier, which will make it 3D as a pipe. So I'll clone as reference and I'll name it pipes or pipe. So I have a pipe. Now, since I cloned it as a reference, have a look in this thick blue line. Everything that is below acts the same on both shapes. If I add another modifier, like the sweep, which I have here somewhere, here it is. Now, if I move the shape, you can see that the pipe shape has a sweep and the flower's shape does not. So I'll undo. If I move the sweep below, both will have the same modifier. So undo it and move again on top of the blue line. So you see. Now, the pipe is too thick, and I'll use a value of 0.75, and I will apply a material which is black, since the pipe the pipes are usually black in the reality. And now you can see that they are here. Now I'll use the second one. Let's turn off the pipe, the guide pipe, and we'll use ForestPack over those shapes, this shape, sorry. So let's create a ForestPack, but in this case I will use not the generate mode, which needs me to select a plane, but the icon mode, which allows me to just draw the icon. And then, and this is the reason I'm doing it like that, is that I have to distribute on a path. So I select a path, and I will select the guide shape, which is actually the one on top. The ForestPack will work. And so we don't see anything since the geometry of this forest, the geometry list is actually empty. So let's select the 3 plants we have, the 3 flowers. Once I press the add button, you can see that we have some added, but since we want it much denser, we'll play with the, let's go to 30, and then we also need to rotate each one randomly. Go to the transform, and in the translation, rotation, and the scaling, I will enable it. So let's max to 110. So if I render it now, you can see that we have the plants, but since our material of the ground material is too dark, I will apply just temporarily a simple bright material, and as you can see, we have it. Now I will unhide the pipe, and now we can see the pipe and the plants. You may play with the thickness or the diameter, and also use different plants, whatever you want. And let's go back to apply the displaced material, the ground material, and let's get closer. And this is, by the way, this is a displaced material, so you can use your favorite displacement method, but this is bitmap based. So that is all. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you in the next one.